why Polygon MATIC could be your next big investment. If you're into the blockchain world already, you would know that popular networks like Ethereum and Bitcoin aren't scalable. If millions of users were to use these networks, the transaction speed would be too slow, the transaction fees would be too high, and most importantly, the computational energy required would just be environmentally unsustainable. There have been several blockchains which have overcome these limitations to become scalable, and there have also been several solutions introduced to scale the existing popular blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. In this video, however, we're going to talk about a unique network, Polygon, which has not only built its own solution to overcome a scalability issue, but enables developers to build their own custom, scalable, and Ethereum-compatible blockchains and decentralized apps. Though this network seems more developer-focused, it's extremely important for even you as a user to understand the technology behind this potentially groundbreaking idea, to decide if it's a good idea to invest in its native token MATIC. And don't worry, as always, we will explain all the technical terms in a fun and simple way. Welcome to Crypto Skills, the channel that makes all the complicated crypto topics easy to understand. Make sure you stay until the end of the video, because by the end, you'll be able to decide if the MATIC token of Polygon Network could be your next big investment. All right, let's begin. What is Polygon? Polygon was launched in October 2017 as MATIC Network. It was co-founded by three Indians, Jayanti Kanani, Sandeep Naiwal, and Anurag Arjun. Jayanti Kanani is a full-stack developer and blockchain engineer. Sandeep Naiwal is a blockchain programmer, and interestingly, Anurag Arjun is the only non-programming co-founder who has worked as a product manager. Polygon is mentored by several prominent personalities and backed by Binance, Coinbase, and Mark Cuban companies. So, the team behind Polygon is pretty solid. Now, what does it do exactly? Well, there are two parts to it. When MATIC Network was launched initially, it aimed to become a scaling solution for Ethereum. As you might already know, Ethereum is not scalable, in that its transaction speed is low and transaction fees are high. Therefore, many solutions are presented to solve the scalability issues of the blockchains, two of which are Layer 2 scaling solutions and sidechains. If you have no idea what that means, don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. To increase the scalability of blockchains like Ethereum, some solutions require changes to Ethereum mainnet itself, which is layer 1 of the blockchain. But layer 2 solutions are built over the Ethereum blockchain, that is layer 1, and are designed to help scale the application by handling transactions off the Ethereum mainnet. One of the benefits of layer 2 solutions is that it solves the problem of scalability in terms of processing transactions on Ethereum, but still maintains the same security and decentralization as Ethereum. Sidechains, on the other hand, are essentially just blockchains that are linked to another main blockchain, like Ethereum. They employ their own consensus models and are responsible for their own security. Their independence also means that if a sidechain is compromised, it will have no impact on the operation of the Ethereum main chain. So the MATIC network initially came up with both the solutions, plasma chains, which is a layer 2 scaling solution, and Ethereum sidechain based on its own independent modified proof-of-stake mechanism. Now, we could go on to explain what these solutions are, but interestingly, MATIC Network pivoted to something far more fascinating. At the beginning of 2021, the MATIC Network rebranded to Polygon and significantly expanded its mission. It identified three major limitations of Ethereum: low throughput, poor user experience, and limited options. The first two limitations affect both developers and the users. Firstly, low throughput essentially means that the transaction speed of Ethereum, that is, the number of transactions processed on the blockchain per second. Ethereum processes roughly 10 to 30 transactions per second. This is significantly lower than some of the new blockchains like Cardano or Polkadot, whose transaction speed goes into thousands of transactions per second. Secondly, poor user experience is related to the first limitation of lower throughput. Since Ethereum processes only so many transactions per second, the transactions have to compete with each other to pass through the blockchain by offering higher gas fees and more waiting time. Thirdly, since the limitation of Ethereum is related to the core technology of Ethereum itself, developers have limited options to solve the scalability issue. Ultimately, the projects are developed and run on Ethereum. They share the same limitations of lower throughput, high fees, and more waiting time. Now you might ask, why should you develop on the Ethereum platform at all if it has so many limitations, especially considering that there are better blockchains that have come up with better transaction speed and lower gas fees? Well, the blockchains are not easily replaceable. Once a developer builds its project on a specific blockchain, it is not possible to transfer the project, user, and transactions onto any other blockchain. Ethereum was one of the first blockchains, and in a way you could say it has a first mover advantage compared to other blockchains like Cardano or Polkadot. As a result, the Ethereum community of developers is stronger than any other blockchain community. Polygon founders realized that, and therefore they sought to improve upon the Ethereum blockchain itself, but at a much more massive scale than before. Moving past its original branding as an Ethereum scaling solution, Polygon now refers to itself as Ethereum's Internet of Blockchains. The blockchain itself is a decentralized network of nodes or computers, but Polygon aims to become a network of such decentralized networks, hence the Internet of Blockchains. Sounds remarkable? It definitely is. Polygon is the platform that aims to create a multi-chain ecosystem of Ethereum-compatible blockchains. How does it do that? Polygon provides a simple-to-use framework and a suite of tools that allows developers to each launch their own Ethereum-compatible blockchain and decentralized applications. To make it easier to understand, we can draw an analogy with website development. Technically, you need to know HTML, CSS, and other programming languages to create websites. However, the platforms like WordPress or Wix enable you to create the website without having to know how to code by giving you the frameworks, templates, and tools. Polygon works the same way for blockchains and decentralized apps. The objective of Polygon is still to be solving the limitations of Ethereum. However, instead of developing its own solution, it is now a platform for the developers to build their own solutions. Now let's have a closer look at the technology behind Polygon to understand it better. But before we do that, if you've come this far and think we're doing a good job, please show your appreciation for our efforts by giving us a thumbs up. It encourages us to create more meaningful content. Okay then, Polygon supports two major Ethereum-compatible blockchain networks, standalone chains and secured chains. Standalone chains are blockchain networks that rely on their own security. They have their own consensus mechanisms, like proof of stake or delegated proof of stake or any other. These chains are fully sovereign, with the highest level of independence and flexibility, but it's often difficult to establish a reliable security model. For example, proof of stake requires a high number of reliable validators to ensure that the security is not hijacked by a few people in the network. The standalone chains are suitable for enterprises and established blockchains with already strong communities. Secure chains, on the other hand, are blockchain networks that utilize security as a service instead of establishing their own security model. The security services can be provided either by Ethereum directly or by a pool of professional validators. The professional validators are available within the Polygon ecosystem and can be shared by multiple projects. Alternatively, the miners of Ethereum can act as a validator for the project. Secure chains have a high level of security but sacrifice some of their independence and flexibility. The secure chains are suitable for startups and security-focused projects. All the blockchains developed on Polygon, whether standalone chains or secure chains, are interoperable with Ethereum and with each other. Now, there is a deeper technical explanation of the architecture of the Polygon technology that makes it possible for the developers to implement their own Ethereum-compatible projects using Polygon. However, as a user, what you should know is that Polygon is a decentralized multi-purpose ecosystem that seeks to give a platform to the developers to launch their projects on Ethereum easily. It is unique in that it supports the Ethereum virtual machine. If you don't know what that is, it simply is a machine that runs Ethereum code present in smart contracts. But instead of a physical machine, like your computer that usually runs code, it is a virtual machine residing on the network. For the developers, it means that building on Polygon is very similar to building on Ethereum. Therefore, it is also easier for the existing applications on Ethereum to move to Polygon without making many changes. That way, they can take advantage of lower fees and a faster network of Polygon while also availing the benefit of the security and decentralization of Ethereum. At present, Polygon houses 7,000 plus decentralized apps with 130 million plus users. In fact, several famous projects, including Aave and Curve, were launched on Polygon, and metaverses such as Decentraland have chosen it as their dedicated scaling solution. Decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap and SushiSwap have also launched on Polygon, allowing users to trade the coin without the need for intermediaries. So, well, if you think Polygon is doing a great job and want to be part of it, you can invest in its native token. Despite the rebrand of the MATIC network to Polygon, the native utility token is still known as MATIC. MATIC is an ERC20 token, meaning that it's an Ethereum-compatible token. MATIC is used to govern and secure the Polygon network and to pay network transaction fees. MATIC tokens are released every month and has a max supply of 10 billion tokens. According to the release schedule, all the tokens will be released by December 2022. Alright then, what do you think about Polygon? Do you believe in its pioneering idea to become Ethereum's Internet of blockchains? And would you invest in the MATIC token? Let me know in the comments below. I read and respond to each of your comments. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button to show your appreciation for our efforts and consider subscribing so you don't miss our next bite-sized explainer video on crypto. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.